Hi, I'm Fernanda from Section 1, and this is the second journal about mythology in the world. And first of all, what a, why, what I learned about, I have to say that was so frustrating because I thought the importance to learn about another cultures, for example, Hinduism, Buddhism, um, something like that. And I don't know. I sorry, but I don't like this topic. Was for me it's so boring. I don't like it, and but I have to put emphasize to learn something, and obviously I don't I don't know how in the future this top mythology going to be useful for English teacher, because unfortunately this is not a content that as a teacher we're going to teach. Unfortunately, we're going to teach about verb to be anymore, anything else. And well, I know that as a future teacher we have maybe the chance of have a student from another culture, maybe who know a person that come from Hinduism in the India cultures. I don't know. I think that it's important, but I don't know how many I going to learn now, and in as but in the future what I going to learn about this too. So obviously I'm a little I don't know the word disappointed about this because I don't know, it's something weird. So obviously I learned with the math that we read it, that the gods are persons that was considered perfect, but in my point of view, about everything that I read, it's they are not perfect because they felt bad things, that it's a god. It's not a quality that a god have to do. um, it's so different the way that the Western world and the East world think or believe about our religions, a culture, the origin of humanity, nature, um, uh, etc. And suppose it's depending on settlement theory. Um, we come from Africa, Asian culture, and we're so different. We don't know anything about Hinduism, for example, Buddhism, just for example to say something, um, yoga, and but what do you know about yoga? And this is a huge part of Asian culture. So I don't know. It's was a little difficult this topic for me, and think that this is important for my future and my students, my future students. Um, um, what I found interesting? Well, I don't know, really. Maybe the way that maybe the origin of the word, that because in our culture God create everything that we have, our life, nature life, humanity, and in another culture, I don't know, it's super different the way that they express about gods, and we have another vision about it. So a new question: why why the West world think so different about comparing with the Western world? That I have that other question. About receptive skills, listening was a little difficult at the beginning because I didn't come from classes. Sorry, and some word was a little hard to pronounce or know how to write it, yes, because I didn't understood the way that we have to write it. So it was so a little difficult. Reading at the beginning, of course, what I was frustrating because with one math I remembered that I was so difficult to understand what said about in the text. So well, after after that math, I take the rhythm, the rhythm, it's the correct way that I could read better to improve my reading about this topic. Um, Productive skills, writing. I have to say that thanks to the task 2, I'm a little nervous, but I felt comfortable with the writing because with 1,000 words, I have to say that I practice a lot. I make I saw that my problems, my mistakes. So I hope that this could be a good exercise for improve my writing because it's one of my problems in English, more than listening, reading, or speaking. I think so. Speaking, I don't feel that I improve my speaking. I felt I felt a little disappointed with me, with myself. Um, I don't know how can I practice more because I felt um, less than than my some classmates. So sometimes I don't want to talk on front of the class for I don't know. I don't want to make more mistakes, and my partners, my friends, and my classmates laugh loud, loud of me. Um, I'm, I have, I know that everybody make mistakes, but it's something that I have to improve I have to believe in myself, and I don't know, I have to say that uh, I just have to practice and believe in myself, in my abilities. Fluency. Um, I don't know. Maybe on the text that we read it was at the beginning, of course, was a little difficult to understand the principal idea of the text, because I don't know, was I don't know if was for because I don't like the topic, or the myth was so difficult to understand, or I don't know. I was a little difficult, but I think that it's something that I have to practice with my reading. It's if I have to read a lot for have to a good understanding. And my language structures, grammar, I don't know. I think that we cannot no we yeah we can no we didn't practice grammar this unit. I'm sorry, but I cannot remember. Vocabulary, yeah, some new word, but the word was so easier to learn, so I don't feel happy for my new vocabulary, because it's not too much the things that I learned, the word that I learned. And pronunciation, I don't know, as I told you, it's something that I have to believe in myself. I don't know, I have to practice, I know that. And the pronunciation of the letter O, the O, I have to practice, because I cannot remember how how to how to know what it's word O. So, well, that was my journal. I hope that I can see my punctuation, my mark, because at this moment I cannot see my mark of my first journal. So, thanks. Bye.